Welcome back, everybody. I'm Roy. This is Knights of the Old Republic. I stuttered. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, this is Knights of the Old Republic 1. Not the Sith Lords, the normal, the regular, or the original game, I guess, not regular. Anyway, yes, and this is episode 13. That was a waste of around 30 seconds. I apologize. Anyway, we're going to start off with a little bit of dialogue here. We're going to switch. Oh, no, I'm the only one doing demolitions. Crap. Anyway, we're going to move in here really quickly. We're going to talk to this thing.
Didn't work.
Oh, come on. What is it? Is it a frag mine? Frag grenade? Or frag? Yeah, frag mine. Alright, we switched.
Yes?
I don't have my... Okay, Candrace is going to be it. St. Candrace, you regenerate health. Aha. Turns a little
Sure.
off. Switch back to me. Anyway, yes. So that's what we're doing. We're going in. We're going to talk to the computer. Oh, we're not going to talk to the computer. I thought it auto-forced dialogue. Candrace.
Yeah?
Candrace, let's go blow up this other mine because apparently I'm bad at the plasma. Ooh.
Yes?
Painful. Turn it off. Anyway, yes. Do some dialogue. Let's talk to a computer.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek, but good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Why, yes. Hello. How are you? Who placed this terminal? Why have you acknowledged me? Okay, what do I pick? What is your purpose? Who placed this terminal here? Yes.
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
What do you mean by behavioral wait, I want to ask questions about your installation, information on the star map. What limitations have been placed in your programming? What do you mean by behavioral reconfiguration?
I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern.
And if I don't fit that pattern?
I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming.
Oh boy. That seems very helpful. What have I been allowed access?
I can't say. Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached.
Oh boy. Do you know why? Do you not know why, or are you restricted from saying?
I can't say. Likelihood of restriction by previous user, 100%.
Oh, okay. What limitations have been placed on your programming?
Corruption has resulted in gaps appearing in my memory, and in that of the original installation.
Oh boy.
It could be theorized that these gaps are intentional, but I have no information on that.
Of course not. What gaps are missing?
Error. I cannot present a non-presence. Perhaps you can ask other questions, and data corruption will become evident.
TLDR, it was me. Anyway, I want to ask you questions about you and this installation.
I utilize a retro-adapted holocron interface. Clarify your questions, and I will attempt to access original system memory.
Who built this installation in the first place? Who installed this holo interface? What's the original function? What's the current function? Who built it?
Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyyyk forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt any Wookiee would support such a claim. The forest is millennia old.
Malfunction occurred 241 years after last builder communication. Last builder communication, 29,642 years before current Republic standard.
Okay, I like to say that whoever does the voice acting for this robot does a pretty good job, in my opinion. Anyway, this place was built 30,000 years ago. Wait, if this place was built 30,000 years ago, it predates the Republic.
Error. Information regarding the builders of this installation has been corrupted.
Cool.
No evidence of such a civilization exists in the galactic record.
Why was agricultural reformation needed?
Agricultural record indicates this planet was incapable of sustaining sufficient levels of production. Error. Specific conditions corrupted. It can be theorized that produce was being exported to support a larger demand.
Interesting. This is a short period for adaptation of native creatures.
Error. Records corrupted. It can be theorized that bioseeding allowed the ecology to remain balanced. It could be expected that the same energy feeding the trees of Kashyyyk also accelerated the evolution of various species. No further information is available. There is too much corrupted data.
Previous questions about the installation.
Accessing. I will answer as my programming permits.
Who installed the Hollow interface?
This interface was installed to better access the ancient data stored within the pre-existing system. The exact date is unavailable. Programming keys indicate no earlier than 5 years before current Republic standard.
5 years ago. I didn't notice it. This must have been installed in strictest secrecy. Couldn't have been circa.
No other information on time of installation or identity of user available. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
100%. Yeah. That's when Revan was here, yeah. Anyway, who last accessed the installation?
Sorting by identity. 3 attempts by the Wookiee Freyer, all denied. 152 attempts by human Jolie Bindo, all denied.
Call me stubborn, I guess. There wasn't much else to do around here.
Error.
Yeah, I guess.
List of access attempts prior to these is corrupted. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
Oh boy. 5 years ago was about the time Revan passed this way.
Error. Data regarding subject Revan corrupted.
Hoo. But there was an entry at some time. Where was there any further contact with the installer of this interface? Yeah, what was the entry at that time?
Error. Data on Revan unavailable.
Okay. Was there any further contact with the installer of this interface?
That information is unavailable, but contact is not required for the execution of my programming. Scanning range of this facility is well beyond planetary boundaries.
Wait, what? Oh. Okay,
Accessing.
questions. What is the original function?
Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned.
Okay,
Well,
we
that
read
is
that.
surprising.
Malfunction occurred.
Yeah, we read that. Back to
Access.
questions. What's the current function?
The current purpose of this installation is defense.
Oh, defense of what?
Error. That information is not available.
Of course not. Questions about
Accessing.
installation. We asked all the general
Answer.
questions. Notations we asked all this, if I remember correctly. Someone probably put in the comments, no, dumbass, you only clicked 3 of the 4. Or 2 of the 3, or whatever. Anyway, something like that. Sorry, I'm not smart. Anyway, we'll seek information about a star map.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Of course it is. Original system memory. So the map is as old as the installation. What do I need to do to access the star map? What do you mean by behavioral reconfiguration? I want to ask questions about you and this installation. Now, original system memory. So this map is as old as the installation?
Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
Of course it is. What do I need to do to gain access to the star map? What do you mean by behavioral? Yeah, what do you mean by behavioral?
I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge.
Well, I asked this already. Seek information on the star map. What do I need to gain access to the star
Your
map?
request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
Oh boy. How can I match them if I don't know what they are?
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get a
With
Myers-
that, I will determine
gonna
whether
get a
you are ready to
Myers-Briggs
receive
test.
the star map or can be made ready.
I need to speak more carefully and not speak over the NPCs while they talk. Anyway, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map or can be made ready. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by... I asked that. What if I fail? What do you mean by that?
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation.
Oh boy. You can begin. I'm gonna get my Myers-Briggs test.
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do?
Okay, this is actually really interesting. My like, what, 12-year-old self didn't realize this, but having just finished a course on game theory, this is literally the prisoner's dilemma. Like, it's literally what it's called. And the answer to the prisoner's dilemma, as set up just like this with no outside influence or anything, the answer is you accuse him. You will almost always accuse each other. Your net, whatever it is. You all... Basically, it's better for you to try and... Yeah, you would do this. I'm unsure of what Zalbar would say. I would accuse him to be safe. That is the answer to this question. That's why in game theory you... Oh god, I don't remember everything, but... Which is embarrassing because I just finished the class. But in any case, what you would do in this kind of situation is you need to add something to the game to make it worthwhile. And so normally, like what countries do in this kind of case is if we change the prisoner's dilemma situation to overfishing, for instance. What many countries do is they put like taxes on things, and if you do certain whatever, then you get extra taxes. But the problem is when you're out in international waters, you can catch as many fish as you want, or you can just do trading on the open ocean, which prevents governments from actually knowing how much you caught in the first place, because you can just trade for a little bit of cash out on the open ocean, your extra catch, which you can't actually bring back to whatever country you belong to, but person who didn't get a catch will pay you to get their amount, up to their amount, and then bring it to whatever their country allowance is. And so that doesn't work super well. This is actually a relatively complicated question to answer, specifically regarding overfishing, and it's why we have such a problem. I used to work in the seafood industry, which is why that particular thing is relevant to me, but not relevant to anybody watching, and I've wasted about 2 minutes talking about it. I apologize. In any case, I am unsure what Zalbar would say. I would accuse him to be safe is my answer.
The temperament of a companion is unreliable at best. You wisely trade the threat of 1 year or 5 for none or 2.
This machine certainly seems to want a very specific type of response.
In this instance, the Wookiee is unreliable. His family has been a mire of treachery. I judge the answer correct. You display the proper behavior to match the pattern in memory. Evaluation will continue.
Okay. Get on with it then.
Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code, you learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
So, this is difficult because from a purely military standpoint, you prepare your forces to attack in 10 days and do nothing for the city from a purely military standpoint. Unfortunately, reality doesn't typically work that way. And it depends heavily on the situation. And it's the answer I'm going to choose, not check. I prepare my forces to attack in 10 days to do nothing for the city. Because it's the question that it wants, and I'm trying to be as evil as possible anyway. But yes, from a purely logical standpoint, it is the correct action. From a not socioeconomic, but from a social perspective, it's the wrong choice. You would evacuate the city and attempt to do something else. Now, assuming it's 2 superpowers, take for instance Cold War, United States versus Russia, where everyone else is mostly inconsequential or so minor and insignificant that it's not a huge deal. Yes, I mean Europe. Specifically just after World War II. Let's phrase it this way, because like in the 1970s, Europe and Japan were significant forces. Not necessarily militarily. Well, Germany is a significant military thing. Heckler and Koch's. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. Assuming 2 giant superpowers and it's the whole world. Think a 1984 scenario with people attacking each other. and it's your only chance of winning, you would probably sacrifice the city. It's one of the situations of sacrificing. Do you sacrifice 5 million lives to save maybe 6 billion lives or something? But it's unfortunate and it's horrible, but it's probably the thing most governments would choose in order to guarantee victory. Now, if it's a minor skirmish, you wouldn't bother doing that. You'd only do this if it's something that you could guarantee your country's victory. But in any case, I prepare my forces to attack in 10 days. I do nothing in the city.
Very good. If you had moved to evacuate the city, you would have alerted the enemy to their lost codes. Ultimate victory required the deaths of the people in that city. You wisely ignored sentiment in your decision.
Victory is irrelevant. Stopping the war saved many more people. The death of those people will just spur my forces on.
Very good reasoning. I will apply it to the rest of the evaluation. You begin to match the pattern in memory. Hypothetical. Remove the ongoing war from the previous example. Consider enemy states to be weak and remote. With no external threat, your empire stagnates. Your people become complacent and begin to question you. Same scenario as before. You discover an impending attack, but also a weakness that will come after. How do you react?
The saving the lives is irrelevant within regards to this. It's a matter of national stability. Saving the lives... No one cares. They don't want... being attacked in the first place will put you, as the leader, at risk. And turn people against you. So you stop the attack and appear as a hero. I believe, is the answer it wants. I think.
But if nothing happens, your people will have no need of heroes. No, they do not see a threat. You have coddled them.
Okay.
Your empire will be brought down by introspection. You have failed to match the pattern in memory. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
Oh, come on. I'm tempted to reload. Dark side points gain, the light side points gain. I don't want the light side points. I'm gonna reload. Sorry, everyone. I'll go through all the dialogue really quickly. Yeah, I don't care about the mines. We're not popping them. We're not gonna bother. And we're also just gonna click through everything. Question, information in the star map. What do I need to do to access it? How can I match them if I don't know what they are? What do you mean by that? You may be doing evaluation. Unsure Zalwar's are accused him to be safe. Get on with it then. Prepare my forces to attack. That's right, that's so people spur my forces on. Do nothing so I can attack the weak spot later and save more lives. Or I let the attack happen. Let the attack happen.
Of course you do. It makes the most strategic sense. Your people will rally beneath you against the common foe. As their eyes turn outward, your rule will strengthen. The trappings of war grant many opportunities. You have matched the pattern in memory. I recognize you, and will fulfill my designated function.
Why test me? Who have you done this for?
That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty. Activation of star map commencing.
Oh, come on. I hope you could read that. I'm not going to bother listening to it. I've wasted too much time reloading. I'm sorry. It's 20 minutes in, and the only thing I've done is talk to this machine and ramble like a moron. So we're going to get the star map really quickly. Dark side points. And I can't talk to it again, which is really unfortunate.
Well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power.
I don't know how you know
Can't
that.
say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to do that, actually. 1 second. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We are going to do that. We're not going to finish the one quest we have down here left in the Shadowlands. Because I suck and can't do it. So we're going to come back at a later time. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, because we're gonna come back at a later time, we're just gonna leave the Wookiee guy down here for like 3 weeks. I don't know. He's gonna sit there. He's gonna be almost dead. He's gonna be complaining, and then we'll just come by and kill all the Mandalorians and whatever. Where am I? Okay, I'm almost out. Wait, what's that? Ah, Freyr. I can't do Wookiee names. All right, Jolie. Yes. Night speed. Go fast. Thank you. Woo. So it's actually been, for me, not for you guys, it's been a couple days since I've played this. Actually, closer to 7 or 8 days. So I might be a little behind. I might not remember everything. Sorry. But I'm going to try my best. Yeah. I'm going to do my best. Figure out what I can. Not figure out is the wrong word, but like I'm gonna play the game as best as possible. And I'm not gonna cut any content. So you're gonna see me walking. And you're just gonna hate it. Just like, well, I won't say that I hate it, but walking is boring. I don't know though. Maybe some of you actually like the sound of my voice. If you like the sound of my voice, I don't know what to tell you. I think that's a little strange. I hate the sound of my voice. But, you know, I mean, to each their own, what have you. It's all good. Yes. Spies of Chundar have followed you as closely as possible. They tell me you have killed the Mad Claw. Yeah. Take me back up so I can speak with Chundar. He's waiting in the throne room. Oh, I got to go directly to Chundar. Woo! Sounds good. Ah, well, my mercenary returns. My climbers tell me you did well, Galar Organ, although they couldn't follow you the whole time. Chundar told me who the Mad Claw was. Have you done it then? Have you killed my father? Freyr was your father? I didn't know that. I butchered him. Is there a problem? I wasn't offered much alternative. Yes, it had to be done. Move forward. Freyr was your father? I didn't know that. I avoided his name when I sent you after him, but the pompous old book must have said something. You're an inattentive fool if you truly didn't know, but it doesn't matter. Zalbar has begun to see my side of things. I have been reminded of how Freyr cast me out. I see how easily he has been disposed of himself. We are stronger without him. Chundar's way is better. Of course it is. I will make our people strong with outsider weapons and influence. And for you, I shall see that your status is restored in due time. Will Zalbar have a place here then? Will I be rewarded? I want to ask about what I saw in the Shadowlands. Yes, my spies said you found some interesting things down there. Remarkable for an outsider. Mandalorian hunters, very advanced. My spies weren't too clear in explaining what was going on. I hear they kept blending against the background of the forest. Interesting. Have my best Wookiees examine the troops. I'll keep this knowledge myself. I think the Zerka need not know. Shadowlands questions. I met a hermit, Jolie Bindo. So the insane outsider is real. Interesting. I trust you were removing him. I'd hate to see him come to harm.
Save your threats. I'm sick of the forest. And I'm not too fond of what happened here. I'll take the ride.
Thanks, Jolie. Yes, better that he leave. It's hard to blame the Shadowlands for missing... It's hard to blame the Shadowlands for missing Wookiees when he lives down there. Shadowlands questions. Zerka poachers. Yes, and you made a mess of their operations. I'm not pleased about that, but I can overlook it. I will have to make amends to Zerka Corporation on the next slave shipment. But your service elsewhere was worth it. Shadowlands questions. Ancient computer. You're out of sight from my spies for a long time. Perhaps it was some sort of crashed ship. It's been there since before the forest. Now I think you're making things up. Nothing is older than the forest. Not even we Wookiees.
Oh, you're wrong on that count, actually. Not that I would expect you to know that.
I might send someone to try and find this ancient computer, but I think you are mistaken, crazy outsider. Other questions? Rewarded. I will see to it that you're given what you deserve. Finish with your questions, and we'll settle our accounts. Other questions? Zalbar have a place here. Yes, in time. I'll need time to construct a reason for his glorious return. Until then, I think he should accompany you. I would prefer that. There's nothing here for me. You have shown me that. So have you, Galar Organ. Yes, yes, you have realized the truth. We will all move forward, and for now, it would be better if you left. It's time I left. Yes, I think it is. But what should I reward you with? I wonder if you know the magnitude of what you have done here. You've made certain that I cannot be challenged. With Freyr gone, there's nobody to whine about the old traditions. Everyone believes in my way. Even Zalbar. I will lead the Wookiee people to a great future. Safely under my thumb. What should be the reward, brother? What will be your reward for joining me? You've shown me how useless our traditions are. So what is there to want? I'll take Baka's sword. At least it's still useful in combat. Shut up, Wookiee, I'm bargaining. Wait, Zalbar, I want credits out of this. See, the sword is good, though. I want credits. Baka's sword, nothing else.
My. Best to give an angry Wookiee his due, I'd say.
It seems Zalbar has made up his mind, and I agree. The sword has lost its influence here. Removing it from Kashyyyk will kill the old ways completely. The only problem is that I only have the hilt of the thing. The blade was lost in the Shadowlands long ago. I have the blade. You are full of surprises. Let me see. This should be a simple matter. Yes, I think... There we go. Take it. It's harmless in the hands of an exile and an outsider. Freyr was the true force behind it, and the new generation will forget him quickly. You've seen that. You've seen to that.
Far better to have both the blade and a possible rival as far from Kashyyyk as possible, eh? I feel very tired of this place now.
I am too. You are free to leave with my brother, Mad Hermit. Nothing compels you to remain.
Right you are. I think I'll do just that.
That finishes our business. Take care, Zalbar. We'll welcome you back someday, when I decide the people are ready. Not before. Don't worry, brother. I know your way is the best. It's the only way our people will survive in the galaxy full of outsider lies. And you, outsider, you'll understand why I don't invite you to stay. The uncontested ruler of Kashyyyk will not abide troublemakers, no matter how helpful they may have been. Goodbye. Ooh, lots of experience. I can get rid of you. I can add you again. Thank you. Yes. Where did it put me? Where did it put me? The village is now under the joint protection of the Chieftain Chindar and Zerka Corporation. All further interaction by outsiders is forbidden. Think you will agree, now that we have achieved such an optimal business arrangement, we don't need to risk any further instability. But if I don't approve, then you shouldn't have helped make it happen. It's far too late for such a confrontation tone. Please, Janos, goodbye. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. I have the completed quest, right? Where was it? A Lost Wookiee. Wait. Yeah, so the Lost Wookiee was the thing that I was trying to do, where I found that dead kid who was working with the slave traders. And now I can't do this. Where is this? Supply station? And that is back to the Zerka. Oh, no one has force feed. Okay, cool. I was really hoping to tell that Wookiee mom that her son was actually a slave trader and that she should feel very bad because I am comically evil, even if that's not actually my opinion on these things. Well, okay. So my opinion is basically I would, in real life, upon discovering this, tell the truth, but I would do it as mildly as possible. Without just walking up and be like, hey, yo, did you know your son was actually selling other people, other of your people in your clan, to slave traders? That's just horrible. How could you raise a son like that? Oh, hello. Oh, this is Geohordian. Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Senivek. I believe you dropped this datapad, and I wish to return it to you. Thanks. My pleasure, human. You should examine it to make sure it's not broken. Goodbye, human. Let's do that. Oh, I got Baka's ceremonial blade. I think that's how you pronounce it, Baka. It's actually really good. The great Baka was hunting the Shadowlands ages ago when an alien ship crashed through the forest. He saw the first contact as a warning of the destruction outsiders could bring. He made from the debris the sword of Made from the debris, this sword is a reminder for his people that trust must be given cautiously, and only to those who have earned it. short lightsaber, which I'll be using shortly. And I need... come on. Jedi robe, no. Circlet of Suresh, so restricted to the light side, which is depressing. Datapad. This datapad contains a single, short, cryptic message. The Geohordian say to see Hellas on Manaan. Come alone, or not at all. Starmup Kashyyyk. So I have an update on my computer that I have an update on my computer that I'm going to ignore. And that was an error message because I minimized the game like I'm going backwards too. I'm going back. Oh my god, everything is all happening at once. I minimized the game like an absolute moron because there's apparently Windows updates and it wants me to restart things. Of course, my answer is no. I'm not restarting Jackal. But yeah, backpack. I should have already looted this. Yeah, I did. Hey, you, damaged sentry droid. Do I have enough parts? Yes, yes. Leave it alone. Get some free experience. And go the right direction. Damaged self-defense turret, or damaged defense turret, not self-defense turret. To the Zerkadox. Okay. Oh, it's something else. I welcome you back. Zerka Corporation would like to extend its thanks to you for representing its interests so thoroughly. Chindar is very interested in furthering our exchange of labor for weapons. We've begun expanding our operations, as I'm sure you've seen. It was the only outcome possible. It was the gentlest outcome possible. I'm sure that everyone will come to see this in time. I need some... what are your plans for Kashyyyk? Zerka Corporation will begin an extensive examination of the commercial potential of this world. The Wookiees will aid us in this. I'm certain there are ample resources for us to export. I doubt we will encounter much more resistance. We will be here for quite some time. Goodbye. Very well, then. We thank you again for your assistance. That's all I get for that? That was it? It was just nothing. Nothing happened. And... lag. And save the game. Woo, we're already 30 minutes in. Hey, dude.
I think you better talk to Eli.
Okay. Eli.
Hello again. What can I do for you, most valued customer?
Valued until you can't pay.
Yeah, okay.
Hurt me, Mannan.
Yes. I found this droid head. Can I ask you about it?
Droid head? On Kashyyyk? Let me see that.
It's nothing. I'm certain. Just garbage from the forest floor.
Yeah.
Mere rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest?
It recorded an ambush. Someone yelled Eli's name.
Eli, you snake. You said my crew jacked the ship without paying the repair bill.
Well, that is... it's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit.
Kill him, Mannan. You know he deserves it.
This is business? Maybe in hut space, but not here. Not with me.
Yes. You should shoot him.
That Thalian bog slime. Do you know I've been here 36 days slaving to pay a debt in good faith? All for nothing. He killed my crew. Who knows where my ship is? Well, there's your pay, Eli. Blaster fire, and keep the change.
What will you do now?
Well, there's not much for me to do but stay here. I've no ship, so I may as well make a few credits. It'll probably take a while to convince Eli's suppliers that I'm the new boss, but eventually I'll buy my way off this rock.
If it were me, I'd wipe out all memory of him.
What do you mean? I don't need to go hunting Eli's family or anything. I've seen justice done.
Remember your hatred. Don't trap yourself here.
Working here when I was trapped was hell enough. Staying here now is just foolish. I don't want to be seen as weak. I see your point. I'll leave his shop like his corpse. I'll take what I want, buy passage on a ship, and never look back except to spit. Here, take this. Thanks for reminding me about how he misused my trust. I'll make sure it never happens again. With anyone.
Yes. The dark side. I gained items. I don't know what they are. Let's find out. Maybe. I have no idea. Cardio regulator? Fortitude +3. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really gain much of anything. Cool. Mandalorian assault rifle. Wait, what? Attack modifier +2. Most overpowered for their size. The Mandalorians prefer them that way. They did not make a habit of being subtle with their war making. Yeah, that had nothing for me. Thanks. Liaison officer, guard patrol, blah, 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 blah. Useless people. And I only... Okay, so Kashyyyk is mostly done. Mostly done. Although I did learn something. I'm actually going to walk off now with Mission in my party. For her quest line. Cancel. I want to add that. Just to start her quest line. It should proc shortly after walking around out here with her for a little bit. Once Mission hits a certain point, it should proc. If it doesn't proc by the time I get over there, though, I will stop. I will leave because it's not worth it. I'm not gonna go running. There we go.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Ooh.
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
You took her brother away and left her all alone on Taurus.
You've got your facts a little backwards. Mission could have come with us if she wanted to. It was her choice to stay behind.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Why should we believe you? Maybe you thought you were better off on Taurus. Maybe your brother isn't the man you thought he was. I'm not doing that one. Why should we believe you, Lena?
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
Sounds like you're better off without him. I'd like to hear Griff's side of things before I judge him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Let's go kill Griff. Wait. Did I say that? Oops. Anyway, now we can actually leave this place. Wait, I want to make sure I can actually do something really quickly. Attack poach. Oh, active quests. Mission's brother. Hidden hunters. Yes, so I can still do hidden hunters. Trouble with Gizka. I don't know what that quest. I don't know how to do that quest. I don't know if I just kill them or if I can give them to someone. I think I can give them to someone, but I don't know who, what, or where. I might look it up later. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm going to do that. Alrighty. So now what we want to do is we want to go here. Getting rid of the prototype vibe, bro, whatever. And we want the purple short lightsaber because purple is cool. We want to upgrade our lightsaber, which is the one we have equipped. And we want to give it some neat things. Attack bonus 3 is pretty good. Attack bonus 1 and the keen upgrade. I don't know what that means. Oh, so we crit on 17s. That's pretty good. Okay, sounds good. We're good. Ranged weapons, we want to check this one again. It's got everything, cool. Armors, we have Calonords now. We can do this. Calonords is equipped on someone, I don't know who, but it doesn't matter. Bacchus Ceremonial Blade also doesn't really matter. Wait, do we get to see what they do? Bonus 1, bonus, yes. So each weapon has its own unique kind of thing. Massive criticals, 2d6. That's pretty good. Attack damage plus 2. Bonus versus droids. Okay, what is the prototype name again? It's the same as this. No, it's a little different. I'm becoming distracted and I apologize, but this... Attack bonus 1, energy, energy, energy. Oh, that's pretty bad. Karth's, though, does the same thing or similar. That's better. Zalbar Bowcaster. Same thing. Boring. Boring. Okay. Where were we? So I think now... Hey, Jolie! We'll talk to you way later. Zalbar, Juani. All these people here. We're gonna save. We have 20 minutes left. Yes. So normally the first thing I do is actually Korriban, but I'm not gonna bother doing Korriban for a while. I was told that I should do Yavin by the internet, that I should do Yavin after every single star map. But that's a waste of time for the recording, and especially with where we're at in time. We're about 40 minutes in, so I'm not going to bother doing that. Tatooine is not super fun. Tatooine is like fun but horrible at the same time. So I want to go to Manaan, and what we're actually going to do instead of doing the main quest, this is a cutscene that I'm going to skip. This is a cutscene that I'm going to skip. And I'm about to get another cutscene that I'm going to skip. Anyway, I'm going to Manaan. We're just going to do Geohordian quests. That's it. It's just what we're going to do. We're going to go through the entire Geohordian quest line exclusively, bouncing from planet to planet. This is a cutscene. Okay. What's going on? The game is frozen. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Cutscene, cutscene. And dialogue.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
So I'm going to explain this in case I decide to cut that like 10-second thing. Basically, the game froze. I had to minimize it and reopen it in order to access it, in order for it to not be frozen anymore. Anyway, it looked like the star map was underwater. Maybe the land was once above the surface.
It is possible. The melting of polar caps or a cataclysmic earthquake could have buried the land beneath the waves eons ago. Records from that time are incomplete. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down?
Carefully.
No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
It's definitely underwater. Journal entry added. Cool. Let's go, guys. So here's the thing about Manaan, and the reason Manaan is actually going to be the last planet I actually do. Basically, the dark side ending of Manaan gets you kicked off the planet, right? This is bad. Like, you are kicked off the planet. Like, bye-bye. This door is locked. You can land on the planet, but you can never leave the dock. And that sucks. So, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it last, so that when we do evil, terrible, evil bad guy things, we're fine. Hello.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
What did the Sith do? Why do the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
What is Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Republic and the Sith both stay here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Have you seen any... No.
Of course.
Must go.
If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
I'll just explore. Thanks, dude. Just, run around. See if there's anything I can't steal. No, nothing I can steal. Stupid Republic soldier. By the docks, yeah. Security droid, yeah, kinda. Cleaning droid. Cool. This is a merchant. I'm going to do my best to avoid him. Although I think he sells a thermal detonator. Wait, I want to talk to you. Greetings, human, and welcome to Alto City's Visitor Provisional Stand. We are here to provide visitors with all manner of indigenous treats and products produced right here on Manaan. We carry all manner of foods and provisions and have contacts with resellers across the world to provide you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How is it that Alto City Provisional Company can help you today? Let me see your inventory. Of course, the Alto City's Visitor Provisional Stand is here to service you, the customer. Thanks, what do you have? Yes, you have 5 thermal detonators, which are 2,000 credits each. 60 energy, area of effect is 4 meters, range is long. 15 save for half damage. Republic device contains a baridium compound that produces a small fusion energy explosion of great force. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Civilian possession of these items is outlawed almost everywhere. Fortunately, I'm a Master Jedi. I don't need any of this garbage. I do want some repair parts, but I'm not going to buy them. Thanks, dude. Bye. Hey, there's another Selkath. He's going to talk to me probably. Or maybe not. Cool, he's not. Oh, what's over here? Can I go in here? Camera's deactivated. Leaving, yes. Thank you. Thank you. No. No, stop. Oh my god. Okay, cool. It only does it once. Thanks. Oh, Sith Soldier. Dude, how are you, man? How are you guys, man? Okay, are you gonna talk again? No, thank goodness. Jeez, that's annoying. Oh, I can keep going this way? Wait, let me see the map. What is that? Private hangar. I'm gonna explore, and then I'm gonna go back and talk to that dude. That Selkath dude. And waste like 15 minutes of everyone's time. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, again. Okay.
No problem. Didn't work.
Impossible. That's what I thought. Alright, are we gonna... Is it gonna... Hey, get out of the way. Dude. Thank you. No? Okay, cool, thanks. Is there anything over here? Likely no. Yeah, I don't remember what the private hangar is for. And, yeah, I don't know what it's for. If anybody else knows, I probably figured it out later. But you should post it in the comments anyway, because it's something I can head desk to and be like, oh yeah, it's that. I'm just an idiot. Alright, Nubasa. Greetings! Forgive me. It seems an odd question, off-worlder, but might you have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. Exotic species? What sort of exotic species? Anything non-sentient and non-carnivorous will do, though creatures that are easy to manage are preferred. Is that understandable? Why would you want to buy animals? Ah, good question. The Selkath have little exposure to life from other planets, you see, but our government hopes to change that. We are setting up a zoological compound for visitation by the public, and are hoping to stock it with non-offensive foreign creatures of all types. The only problem right now is actually procuring the exotic species we need. Selkath import restrictions are quite prohibitive, to say the least. So you will want to smuggle them in. I would not use such a harsh world off-worlder. Let us say that I am interested in engaging in private trade. That is allowed, according to our laws. Finding off-worlders that deal in such trade is most difficult, however. I have become quite desperate. Might you have what I seek? I have some Gizka, if you're interested. Gizka, you speak of the small, bipedal amphibians with the overly high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I'm afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you are in possession of such creatures, I hope you keep them separated. If not, then you have my condolences. Persuade, lie. I don't have a persuade skill. Force persuade. But you want to take them off my hands. But maybe we could use these Gizka after all. It is better than having nothing at all to show, I suppose. Since they are difficult to maintain, however, I will ask that you provide 100 credits. Then I will take them off your hand. Force persuade. You don't need any credits to take them. No, I'm afraid you're mistaken. I do require coin to compensate for my aid. These Gizka are not easy to manage. Fine, 100 credits it is. Very well. Pleasure doing business with you. Have my people show up to remove the Gizka as soon as possible. Thank you very much. For an off-worlder, and acting news has been most pleasant. I gained 500 experience points for 100 credits. That was worthless. That was horrible. I wanted to be paid for that. Oh, I'm walking through a portal. Hey, we got about 7 minutes left. Let's see what other dialogue we can do. Sorry for the near combatless thing today, guys. That kind of sucks. I agree. Hey! What do you want? Who are you? Traveling Pazak. No. Bye-bye. Leave me alone. Never talk to me again. I hate Pazak. It's the devil. I hate blackjack. Never gamble. Gambling is bad, everyone. Don't do it. Hello. Thank you. Hey, Silkath port guy. Welcome to Manaan. While you're here, I trust you will follow all rules governing the activities of off-worlders. What are the rules exactly? Yes. Pathetic laws of pathetic fish do not concern me. Your dislike of us only seems matched by our dislike of you. Personal feelings do not factor into our legal system, however, and all must obey our laws. I clicked through that. The other rule is also very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manaan, we maintain a careful neutrality and we react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively, if this is understood. That's it? Only 2 laws? Don't be foolish, human. Of course we have laws against murder, theft, and other crimes. But these laws are hardly different than those of any other planet. Manon's neutrality is closely linked to our culto protection. That is why I made special mention of the laws regarding smuggling and keeping the peace. Oh, smuggling was the other one. How can you be neutral when the Sith are trying to conquer everything? The Sith respect the independence of Manaan as much as the Republic does. As long as we continue to control the production of a valuable resource as Kolto, we have no need to fear any conquering fleet. Should Manaan ever come under attack, we would destroy the supply of Kolto and vanish beneath the oceans of our world. Even the Sith are not willing to risk the loss of a commodity as valuable as Kolto. That seems awfully short-sighted. Your opinion is biased by your own alliances, human. Only we Selkath can best protect the interests of Manaan and Alto City. There's a docking fee of 100 credits. You'll have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manaan, or you will not be permitted to Alto City. I don't need to pay the docking fee. The gates of Alto City are now open to you. You may come and go as you please, as long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more. I can just force persuade my way through that every time. Ooh, Selkath. Over here. Let's go left. I don't remember anything about this place. Selkath and a human? A traveler. Ooh. A Sith. Oh, that's right. Okay, party. That's the wrong thing. Okay. Party selection. Remove. Remove. Selkath? Yes. Selkath and Selkath. A guy. Are you a traveler? Cool. Kolto Distribution Center. Cool. Can I go in there? I can. There are Selkath in here. There are Sith in here. There's a Selkath coordinator in here and more people. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna ignore. I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna talk to him. Hello. I cannot sell you Kolto unless you show me your purchase permit. Where can I get a purchase permit? One does not simply get a purchase permit. Such permits are brokered between intergalactic governments and the Alto City Export Authority. We do not sell unrefined Kolto by the handful. We sell it by the ton. Go to a store if you wish to purchase Kolto for personal use. Info, I'm not here to answer your questions. I'll throw on a distributor Kolto, the lifeblood of Manaan. Either show me your purchase permit or leave me be. I'll be going now. Cool. That was a waste of everyone's time, including my own. Fantastic. Let's go this way. I don't know what's over here. I don't know where anything is. This is the West Courtyard. Ooh. Let's not go there just yet. Although I think that might be... Oh, I have the whole map unlocked. This is the East Central. Yeah, let's go to the West Courtyard then. Cool. I don't know it's here, so I might as well do it. Like, whatever. Alrighty. Alora, who are you?
I was told that you're a friend of Jolie Bindo, and that Jolie has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. My husband, Sunry, and Jolie are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help.
I shall tell Jolie immediately.
I beg you to bring Jolie to speak to me about my husband. Sunry's life depends on it.
Okay, I'll bring him in a minute. For now, I want... Should be around here, right?
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Hey, dude, what are you talking about?
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now,
so, really quickly, that guy who just walked by, where did he go? Where did he go? He's gone. Darn. Well, he was an Achani mercenary. And you see, Achani are very interesting because they basically get totally rewritten in Knights of the Old Republic 2. They become very different. I'm gonna get
the Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic's soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries.
Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight? I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I'm aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Alto City jail. But since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Blech. Ooh, I am a gassy person today. I apologize for any burps that come through. They shouldn't. I should move out of the way, but just in case. So I thought that here was where... Oh, that's the prison. That's where I talked to that guy. Public negotiator. So I thought that this is where I talked to the Geohordian guy, but I'm not seeing him. Hello, is this... Human, I wish to speak to you if you have time. Okay. Greetings, human. My name is Nilko Boss. I hope you are enjoying yourself here in Alto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? You're a lot more friendly than most of the Selkath here. I'm afraid you speak the truth, human. My people are suspicious of outsiders. They fear the destruction of our beautiful planet. The beauty of Manaan is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? There is a task I would ask, human. Jedi. I fear there is nowhere else to turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured, there will be ample reward for this human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Why do you need this from me? I cannot trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I have inquired often as to their purpose and been rebuffed. The Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They will twist the truth so that it furthers their own goals. And the mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. Are paying, it should be. They would not report anything that might slow the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions and I will pay you 500 whole credits. Please, if you can find the answers I seek, find where the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries, find where they are going, find where they do not return. I'll look into this for you. But only for the money. Once I have the answers I seek, I will gladly pay you the 500 credits I promise. Then this is Travelers, and this is in Iridorian. I'm going to ignore that. Another mercenary. Mandalorian mercenary. Come back here later. My name is Shalath. I have heard that you are no friend of the Sith. Is this true? My allegiances are my own. You are wise to be so guarded, human, but my sources are rarely wrong. They have informed me that you are no friend of Malak's people. Though I suspect that we have little in common, I share your dislike of the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. The youth will someday lead the planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human, something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate? I'll give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else who I can turn to. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and Alta City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into these disappearances. I cannot imagine where to begin the investigation, although I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the Offworlders and the Mercenary Enclave know something. If you learn anything human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised. Blech. Talking is hard. Okay, there are too many other people here. There are too many other people here that actually have dialogue options.
We might
oh
have
my
a position
God.
within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taurus into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Okay. Now that all these annoying cutscenes are over, I think it's time to go. Sorry we didn't get to do very much, and in fact we basically had no combat at all. That's unfortunate. Well, in any case, I guess, yeah, this has been Knights of the Old Republic, the first one, episode 13, and I have been Roy, providing you this wonderfully long content that's probably going to be way too long, and I'm probably not even going to get 1,000 videos on each one of, or 1,000 views on each one of these videos, but that's okay. I'm doing this for fun. I'm not doing this for money. Actually, legitimately, if anything gets monetized, I'm going to try and take it down, because I don't want anybody getting money for this, including myself. Anyway, that's beside the point. I look forward to seeing all of you at a future date on another video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I'm sorry. If you just got here and you just watched this one, though, at least you haven't watched all 13. Anyway, I've been Roy. Hope you have a good day, everybody.